All right, Squirrel Tribe 2.0. The kid is officially at school, first day of 8th grade. And the very first place I went, as you should all already know, let me show you. Obviously, y'all, it's already like 92 degrees out. There's already a ton of people here, but I have my towel, sandals in my hand, backpack on my shoulder, and I'm just gonna go sit out here for a few minutes. Obviously, because anything longer than that, I will start to literally melt away because I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, no bathing suit, and it is, once again, hot as balls. And I have things to do, grocery shopping and clothes washing and stuff like that. But a little mental recharge for myself first. We have got to take care of ourselves. Can't take care of the kids and the man and, you know, family in general if you yourself are not at, maybe not 100%. I don't think anybody's ever at 100%. But close enough. So, little mental recharge for myself. Listen, it's bright as all get out here, so if I'm sitting like this, it's just to protect my left eyeball. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I don't have the wind diffuser on, but I do have my DJI microphone going right here. I just wanted to show you guys because y'all my Squirrel Tribe 2.0, y'all are my YouTube family, my peeps, my friends, whatever you want to call yourselves, that's what you are to me. And when I have a moment to just literally let my soul recharge, I want to let you guys have the same moment. Look, can y'all just, let me back out so you can see better. I mean, just look at that. How is that not the most peaceful thing in the entire world? There's probably like 100 people to my left and more people to my right, but I decided to plop down right on the little line of private property. Technically, I've got like 1 foot on private property, but the rest of my butt and body are on public side. Now, I don't know if you guys watch this video. I'm just gonna let you look at the waves. Hopefully you don't mind. My face, y'all know what it looks like. Y'all don't need to see me. Hopefully you guys watched the video where I talked about what happened the night we came home from our trip, vacation, whatever. And my friend Mary had called to say that there were police officers and coroners and crime scene detectives and everything at our building, and somebody had lost their life, right? I mentioned this to you guys. If not, well, there you go. Now you're caught up. Well, it turns out that the ongoing, not 100% confirmed because they can't confirm with us at the apartments, but there are people in our complex who were close friends with the gentleman whose life was ended. And at first we thought it was a natural causes kind of thing, but after learning exactly who he was and what he did, the consensus is amongst his friends and family, from what I have gathered, was that he took his own life. Now, it turns out, I've mentioned to you guys before, I'm going to show you a little bit different view. Let's see. Let's go that way so you get a little bit more sand and whatnot. So, I've mentioned to you guys before, I am in between technically Eglin Air Force Base and Tyndall Air Force Base. And again, I hope you guys can hear me. I apologize if it's windy. Hopefully it's not. It's very windy at the beach. I mean, it's just how it works. But what was I going to say? So I'm in between two Air Force bases, and then there's also other things around here. And a lot of the people in my area are military, right? And it turns out the gentleman who lost his life, probably, I'm going to go with probably, took his life based off of what has been discovered and whatnot. He was military, and he wasn't just your regular everyday military. He was special forces. And this gentleman had to see things that most of us could not comprehend, had to do things most of us could never comprehend doing, and had to know things that most of us could not mentally deal with. And the reason we're looking at the beach today is because this is not a pretty topic, so I wanted you to at least have a pretty view. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you a little bit over here, and then we're gonna jump in. Y'all see, we've got an entire group of people, kids, families. It might be the first day of school here in my kids' county, but there are still numerous states that don't go back till after Labor Day, especially up north. They go back a little bit later. You guys can see the coastline there, all the buildings down there. I live that way. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is technically I'm just going to put it out there like this: mental health. You don't realize how many people could possibly be struggling and not saying anything. I know you guys have probably seen those commercials for like antidepressants and stuff like that, where it's the lady walking around with a little mask up in front of her face that's like a fake smile, and behind the mask she has no emotion, no facial expression whatsoever. I feel like there are plenty of people who are in that mind frame and maybe don't know how to get out of it and are afraid to talk about it because there's been such a stigma on mental health for the longest time. And I will say that, you know, I would much rather have people talk to me or anybody really about what they're going through mentally and everything else than to have nobody and do what the gentleman in my building did and just end everything, you know. That's a horrible way to go. It's horrible for your friends and your family and those that are left behind. And I understand that there's people who that to them feels like the only option. And for me to sit here and say, well, that's a selfish option, it sounds cruel, but it is, in my opinion, a selfish option. And I do understand that sometimes people feel the need to be selfish. I've been selfish in my life. Every single person has been selfish in their life at some point or another. But the ending of your existence to me feels like a different kind of selfish. And I don't want that to sound heartless or non-compassionate or whatever else. And I think the reason I'm saying it that way is because, again, there's been over time so much stigma placed on men who talk about their feelings or cry, and, you know, women who are too emotional, you know, then it's like whatever. And I think that because of social media and just things passed down, if you will, generation to generation, that we have gotten to a point in life where it's easier to not talk about things than it is to talk about things. Now, I do feel like there's a lot more people out there nowadays who have the means and ability to talk about things. There are more open families. As generations change, I do believe that there are more people who understand that talking about how you're feeling, talking about your stress, talking about what's making you sad, angry, upset, whatever, happy, is not a bad thing. That it's better to have those conversations than to hold everything inside. Because when you hold everything inside, it can literally cause you physical harm. It can mess with your body. It can mess with absolutely everything. And it's better to have those conversations than hold everything in. So my Squirrel Tribe 2.0, my family here, the ones that I love, which is all of you. I just wanted to put out there that if you are having those kind of moments where it just feels overwhelming or you need somebody to talk to, there is no shame at all in reaching out and doing so and talking to somebody, whether it is a stranger, whether it is a friend, whether it is a family member, whether it is a chick with a camera and a microphone on YouTube talking about me. As long as you take that step, I think that it is a good thing. Now, I also want to say that people need to check on their friends, not just, oh, hey, how you doing? Like, ask those meaty questions, those hard, difficult questions. Hey, how is your mental state right now? Are you going through anything that you want to talk about, that you need to talk about? And remind them there will be no judgment, because I think that's a problem for a lot of people. They worry about the judgment. We have to be willing and able to listen to things and not judge people. People are not all going to think the same. They're not all going to react the same to everything. And we as the human race really need to learn to be compassionate and need to learn to listen without judgment, need to learn to lend an ear and a shoulder and not try to one up a story or try to overshadow what somebody else is going through with what we're going through. We have to find that balance, which sometimes I know is hard, but I think that we can do it if you set your mind to it. So that's all, guys. I just wanted to give you a little bit of that and just let you know that if you are having those moments, you are not alone. There are plenty of people out there. Hell, I'm one of them. I have those moments where I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm not doing enough, that what's my purpose in life, that I'm, sucking as a mom, I suck as a wife, I suck as a human. Like, there's always something, and I have to always constantly remind myself that no, don't let those thoughts overshadow the good thoughts, the good things, and stuff like that. So if you are having those kind of things, you are not alone. I can guarantee you that. And again, there is no shame in talking about it. And if you guys need anybody, I am always here. So I hope you have enjoyed looking at the waves, hearing the waves. Hopefully you're not hearing a ton of wind. I'm trying to cover it up, but I don't know what's happening with it. So I love you immensely, Squirrel Tribe 2.0. And I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.